So a couple of weeks ago, I did part 1 of my ranking of all 9 seasons of The Office. It's done pretty well, and it's the best video on my channel, which isn't saying much, but it was a fun video to make, and I only got to my top 3. So today, I'm going to be doing part 2 of ranking all 9 seasons of The Office. Also, similar to last video, there will be a watermark at the bottom corner of most of the clips in this video, so credit goes to whoever it belongs to. It's not mine, please don't copyright me. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, Season 3 is easily competing with the top 2 seasons on the list. I could see you switching it around to number 2, and I wouldn't be mad at you. I love the season, and I think that it's one of the best seasons of TV ever. It has so many funny moments, such as Andy punching a hole in the wall, Michael dumping Jan over voicemail, or Jan going through plastic surgery to try and get Michael back. Those are just a few, but there are a ton more of hilarious moments. There are also some amazing episodes like The Merger, Beach Games, or Benihana Christmas. It doesn't have quite as many phenomenal episodes as the next 2 on the list do, but it still has some classics. We are also introduced to some new characters such as Karen and Andy that make for a lot of fun moments in Season 3 and in future seasons. Really, my only complaint, which is more of a personal problem, is that it's pretty frustrating at times. Watching Pam continually try to reconnect with Jim and him just not doing it is pretty painful. Other than that though, this is a nearly perfect season and wholeheartedly deserves to be in the top 3. Now the gap between number 1 and number 2 is extremely small. I'm sure you already know the 2 that are left, and I honestly rotated between having them both at number 1. But after thinking over it a lot, I have decided which is number 2 and which is number 1. So here we go. Season 4 of The Office is comedy TV at its best. It has some of the best episodes and moments in the entire series. Jim and Pam finally get together after years of agonizingly watching them both unsuccessfully try to court each other, and it lives up to what it's built up to over the past 3 seasons. Their relationship is by far my favorite of the entire series, so seeing it finally come together was infinitely satisfying. Also in this season, Michael finally breaks up with Jan. In what was probably the most uncomfortable yet funniest episode of the series, Michael and Jan host a dinner party that results in them yelling at each other.
Kids, then fine! You win! Let's have a kid!
And the police having to come and force Michael to leave his condo. Later in the season, he meets Holly, who he eventually marries after another 3 seasons. Dinner Party isn't the only top-of-the-line episode of the season though, as the season opener, Fun Run, and others such as Branch Wars and The Deposition are hilarious and amazingly well done. Really my only gripe, since I had to have one thing separating it from my number 1, is that it is a very short season. At only 19 episodes, with half of them being 2-parters, it suffered from a writer's strike that forced the filming to be delayed and ended up having the shortest season, aside from season 1, in the entire series. Other than that one small complaint that had nothing at all to do with the quality of the show, it's a perfect season. It just isn't as special as number 1 on my list. Season 2. It is hands down my favorite season of television that I've ever seen, and most likely ever will see. It has so much going for it, and literally nothing at all going against it. I honestly can't find a single thing wrong with it. Whenever I was doing the prep work for these 2 videos, I wrote down the best, mixed, and worst episodes of each season. While other seasons did really well, I quickly found myself putting down 95% of the episodes of the season. You could ask me what my favorite episodes of The Office were, and I'd probably start rattling off most of the episodes from Season 2. I've been saying some of the best episodes of each season while doing these videos, but I can't just name 2 or 3 from Season 2. I love all of them, including Casino Night, The Dundies, The Fire, Booze Cruise, The Injury, The Secret, Take Your Daughter to Work Day, Halloween, The Client, Office Olympics, Email Surveillance, and any other ones that I didn't name. There are quite literally no bad episodes from this season, or really even mediocre ones, which I can't really say for all 8 other seasons. It has so many moments, and not just funny ones. Yes, it has funny moments.
I like waking up to the smell of bacon. Sue me.
But it also has some emotional moments too.
I'm in love with you.
What?
And is just extremely fun to watch. Season 2 is obviously a 10 out of 10 perfect season for me, and most other people would agree with that statement. I love all the other seasons, and they have their moments, but none of them can top this masterpiece of a season of television, and that's why Season 2 is number 1. Anyway, that's it for part 2 of this little mini-series. If you haven't seen the last video, which if you haven't, link in the description, or if you've forgotten, my entire ranking goes as follows. number 9, Season 8, number 8, Season 7, number 7, Season 1, number 6, Season 6, number 5, Season 9, number 4, Season 5, number 3, Season 3, number 2, Season 4, and number 1, Season 2. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you want to see my last video where I review the new Grinch movie, then click the box on the right, and if you want to subscribe to my channel for more awesome movie and TV content like this, then click the subscribe button on the left. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Always remember to keep God number one. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.